ยอมรับฟังชีวิตจะไม่พังอีกต่อไปสวัสดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับทุกคนเข้าสู่ไลฟ์สดโคดออนวันนี้นะคะขอบคุณทุกคนทุกท่านที่เข้ามาฟังตอนนี้แล้วก็เข้ามาฟังย้อนหลังเนาะก็เช่นเคยนะคะโค้ดออนก็จะเล่าสู่กันฟังเกี่ยวกับการฝึกสมาธิฝึกจิตนะคะจิตวิทยานะคะแล้วก็วิปัสสนาแล้วก็สมาธินะคะบำบัดจิตเทอราปีนะคะอ่เกี่ยวกับเรื่องต่างๆมากมายเอาเป็นว่าเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของจิตล้วนๆนะคะทีนี้มาดูนะคะว่าทำไมหัวข้อวันนี้ถึงพูดบอกว่าถ้าคุณกล้านะคะยอม เอ่อรับฟังนะคะความคิดเห็นนะคะของคนอื่นของลูกของครอบครัวของสามีนะคะหรือกล้ายอมรับความจริงนะคะอาจจะเป็นความผิดพลาดหรือความโมโหความที่เราบ่นเราพูดมากนะคะถ้าคุณกล้ายอมรับตรงนี้นะเชื่อได้เลยว่าชีวิตคู่นะคะชีวิตครอบครัวไม่พังแน่นอนซึ่งตรงนี้โค้ชออนก็จะนำส่วนหนึ่งจากการที่ดูแลลูกศิษย์นะคะ แล้วก็มาส่งต่อว่าทำไมการที่เรากล้าเปิดใจยอมรับฟังนะคะความคิดเห็นนะคะซึ่งอาจจะจริงหรือไม่จริงก็ได้หรืออาจจะมาจากเอ่อความคิดของอีกฝ่ายซึ่งนะบางทีมันใช่นะถ้าเราแค่กล้าตรงนี้เชื่อได้เลยว่าคุณจะเห็นเหมือนที่ลูกศิษย์โค้ชออนเห็นนะคะที่ทุกคนก็จะมีปัญหาเรื่องของความสัมพันธ์นะคะเรื่องของการสื่อสารการพูดคุย อ่าในชีวิตประจำวันนะคะซึ่งคนเรานะถ้าอยู่ด้วยกันสักปีกว่า2เดือน3เดือนเราจะเริ่มนะคะตอนแรกก็โอเคนะคะอยู่ไปอยู่มาก็จะเริ่มเนาะไก่เห็นนมงูงูเห็นตีนไก่เนาะก็คือเอ่อเป็นคำพังเพยของสุภาษิตไทยเนาะก็จะเข้าใจว่าอยู่ด้วยกันนานเราจะรู้ไส้รู้พุงเราจะรู้ว่าเขาจะหงุดหงิดยังไงอะไรยังไงนะตรงนี้สำคัญมากนะ เพราะว่าถ้าคุณไม่เรียนวิชานี้เชื่อได้เลยว่าคุณก็ยังต้องทะเลาะกันอาจจะอยู่ไม่ถึง2ปี3ปีนะการแต่งงานหรือการแม้กระทั่งการเป็นเพื่อนเนาะความเป็นเพื่อนก็จะขาดสะบั้นทุกอย่างไม่ว่าจะเป็นธุรกิจการงานเนาะทุกอย่างเลยเนาะทีนี้ตรงนี้มันเกี่ยวข้องอะไรกับการที่อ่าเวลาเราอ่า ฝึกสมาธิแล้วเราฝึกวิปัสสนาแล้วเราฝึกรู้ว่าเฮ้ยเอ่อตรงเนี้ยมันเป็น mindfulness นะคือจะต้องระลึกรู้ว่าถ้าฉันผิดเรายอมรับผิดเนี่ยความจริงทุกอย่างนะเราสามารถแบบคือมันสามารถเดียวกันได้นะเหมือนที่ต่างชาติหรือฝรั่งอ่า I speak English, but this is yeah for Thai people. Thank you, thank you. Maybe just for this one, for a little bit high. Thank you. What I'm talking about, if you accept what is, and your life will not destroy your life or relationships anymore. So I hope you can hang around. I'll talk about for 5 minutes talking about why we have problem when we have problem and we don't accept a fault behavior or a mistake or let's just say feedback. If we can't take that feedback and feed it into ourselves and aware and pause and realize it, you know maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I can I'll take this. It's a risk of relationship and behavior. But if you can, why I'm bringing mindfulness, I'm bringing hypnotherapy, clinical hypnotherapy, and bringing meditations and all those like psychological psychology, everything together to like bring those benefit in for us to be willing to, hey, it's okay if I'm wrong. It's okay sometimes to be stupid, or can be like ignorant, or sometimes my behavior it's just too rash. So if I can just take a moment and do that will be awesome for me and for the other. But actually, it's not many people that can do that. Why? Because me myself, as myself, as I notice and practicing and aware my behavior and my pattern, I know that sometimes I'm like, you know why? Because I feel embarrassing. I get mad, I get upset, but I'm not gonna throw, bad word or say something to hurt other, but I rather go shut down and like, okay, I had enough. But that's not going to solve the problem because you run away from the problem. I was, until I learned how to communicate with, you know, awareness, communicate with the awareness that if I was wrong or if I was right, I can stand up and like, okay, this is what I try to say. It's not what in your head. This is what in my head. That this I have this picture in my head. So when you pause, when you slow down, when you accept and acknowledge that even you were wrong, things will flow out so much better. Then sometimes, for me, most of the time, then when I was accepted, accepting and acknowledged, I notice the relationship with my husband, with my kids are getting better and better because not just this, it takes so much effort and learning to meditate and be mindful of what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what my behavior. So when I'm taking all this class from the Eastern and Western and meditation with experience for 25 years and also with my body psychology for like input for 15 years with so many type different method of mindfulness. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate your comment. Thank you for being here with me. And so much of training, with Marisa up here, with oh my God, so many of them. Let me think of that. The Silva method, the um, oh, master PhD on clinical hypnotherapy, which is about the subconscious and the power of subconscious and power of the mind, mindfulness, and oh, so much, so many more. Anyway, here's a little bit of that knowledge that I can help my uh, client student to get better, to understand what accepting. When you accept, life is no longer destroyed or you can move on, along the way. And also now, with the relational mindfulness with the couple and individual therapy, which is like I can be aware and I have so much tool to help my client to like, okay, it's okay to accept that sometimes they're not happy, they're not ready to hear their partner to throw something, or maybe their kids, the boss or their boss or their employee to say something, and you might not aware, or sometimes you trigger, and it's like, okay, so this is helping me so much to grow. I have more room to grow when I accept, that okay, let's say something that I wouldn't really accept that, sometimes I try to explain because English is not my native. I'm not the, you can tell that I'm not the native speaker, but sometimes, and also sometimes, I can misunderstanding, misinterpretation of what I mean in my head or what my husband means. So when it come to agreement that I need to stop, I need to pause, I need to slow down, I need to rewind my brain, I need to give myself enough room to just okay, I don't have to shut down, I don't have to like, I have fear to speak out, and maybe it will cause them more damaging or a fight or maybe a big argument, but it's okay. I have enough training to, and also have tool to handle this. So once I handle this, all the problem or what so-called, I would say, I don't know what you call it. Can call many names. And anyway, life is getting better. So much calm. Still have problem, less problem. I have more patience. I'll be able to just slow down and pause and let my brain just settle. It's okay to not argue, and it's okay to speak too, but it have the boundary, and it's like, I have, I might cross the line over the line, or somebody might cross over my line. I just have to stand firm and like, okay, all right, take a pause, breathe, rethink, rewind. Let let's talk to myself, talk to my child, to my inner child, that sometimes it's triggered from the past, from trauma, from people making fun of me, people bully me, or I hurt somebody. That when something does not go the way I want, the way that it will please me, boy, it's boiled up. So much heat flare up. So bringing all the concentration, meditation, and all this awareness, so I can just, mm, all right. And this is will help me to live my life, a little bit better than I expect. That it might be an impact, or might be, something like, wow, I don't expect it's going to get better. It's going to get worse. So when I give myself time to pause, to accept, acknowledge what the problem is. It could have been me that misunderstand, or could have been my husband. So the relationship are getting so much better, and a home, instead of heat up, instead of flare, with high heat, you need a fan to cool off. It's become warm and wholeness. So you can say, I'm sorry, I might misunderstand, you know I might not say sorry at that time, and just say okay, and thank you, so that can bring the heat down. It's not an easy to do. I'm telling you, I've been training, and I mean, just calm, or just meditate, just aware. But I have no tool to like. I have tool, but I don't know how. So when I try, when I learn, and when I have the word, a keyword, and bring all those tool, that I have in my hand, and then not time to use it, and it worth it. So when I helping my client, they told me about what it is that they didn't like about each other, their partner. So this is the problem, that when we have this problem, like sometimes I complain a lot, angry and complain. Sometimes I feel resentment, I feel hurtful, I feel somebody do this to me, and I just don't like it. I'm not saying it out, but in my head it's full of that flood at that. Oh, and the problem does not get better. So when they take this, they accept this, I give them tool, I give them key, they learn how, and then they can see their parent from like, oh, because I was that and that, because of this, because of my parent, and now I know because I saying this, and now it's, they see from the source of the problem. When was the problem start, and how can they stop? How can they turn the key and unlock that problem, and their life is getting better, not in one time, but it takes 3-4 times for them to be able to like understand what their problem, understand, they can learn the key, tell the brain, talk to their brain that I can learn it. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to make it happen, even I'm not 100%, at one, but it's okay to, start from 1%, and then making, creating some good memory and some good thing together, instead of happy with argue and fight each other all the time. By bringing the awareness, the mindfulness, and be able to focus on the right problem, and target the solution, and the right solution, they get along better. And they thanks me like, wow, I didn't know that. I knew this, that I do this because I don't accept my problem, because they feel like, you're my husband, you're my wife, you're my kids, you're supposed to listen to me. I am your mother, I am your father. Whatever you say, it's not gonna do anything. You have to change, not me. It's okay to have that thought, that feeling, but I'm telling you, your problem will not go away. Your communication, relationship at home, you know, at work, anywhere will not get better, will go different way. And why so many people are together and get divorced, not get along, and they fight and argue, and then you have your own problem because you can't, talk to anybody. So this is why, and thank you for being here. You may already gone. Thanks for being here. So this is why, when come to understand, when it took me a long time to learn as a book, take note, takes many methods of like acceptance, commitment therapy, and all other stuff, and cognitive behavior therapy. Oh, so much method. I know all of that, but when it comes to problem, I go to my old pattern. I'm getting better, but it's not as much as I can see and understand exactly like what do I need to do now to step back to realize like, okay. So when I have all of these tools, I'm getting better, myself. I am calm. So much, so much. My life's getting so much easy, so much flow with financial, with family, with communication, school, class, teaching people. I don't have that tension, that anxious that I want to do, I have to, or, to defend myself or to try to explain to people like, this is what I'm trying to say. I don't have to be right. I can be wrong, but I can understand what was the problem. So this is a really good tool for me as well and for my client. And my client be able to acknowledge and accept, the mistake, the error, and they can correct their error. So they see where um, will take them go. So the place for the next level. So understanding, uh, they have boundary and they have the self-esteem, and plus bringing the consciousness and awareness to create their life and live their life with ease, with love, with peace, with flow. And this is comes to agreement of both of them that they now can communicate with so much joy and fun. They get along, even they make a mistake, even they get mad at each other, they had learned the new dance, they learned the new flow that like, if I say something is not okay for you to hear, if I make you mad or it pisses you off, but it's okay to say, hey, we have the tool. I would like to step back, or it's okay for you to step back, and now maybe not in the moment. It could take 3 hours, maybe 1 day or 2 day for me to cool off, to calm down, to like contemplate, and okay, let's move forward. This is come out for me to see this result as like absolute result, but it takes a little bit time, maybe 3 to 5 times, 7 to 10 times for them to be able to like come to agreement to like, I want to work with this. One time is not going to do anything because you'll be forget tomorrow. And if you have a commitment for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, if you want to change your life, it will take you a little time. So I'm teaching like meditation, mindfulness, and awareness, and I'm teaching them how the mind work, how the subconscious and the consciousness, how the brain work, how to reprogram, how to, there's so much more tool that every one of my clients have different story, depends on where they at, and that's why I'm here to share. And thank you so much. So I'm going to stop now in English, but if you would like for me to speak in English or give me a thumb or one or something so I can continue to speak in English for just for this one, and maybe next one I'll speak in Thai to kind of send the message out like, this is very important for us every day for me, so I'll be able to say hi darling, hi honey, yes or no. Yes is one. Yes, I will continue, and no, which means I will discontinue in English and I will speak in Thai. Um, so yeah. Anyway, it is really nice to have a warm and lovely communication with my kids. If you have kids, my kid is in up to the 20s. Okay, they over the 20s. So when the teenage years, very difficult to communicate, to get along, to try to understand their world, and then the different language, different culture, and so much different. It's like black and white, and North Pole and South Pole, and day and night. It's just so much of challenging for the mother. I do know if you have a mother, if you're a father, but this is really helping me to be able to understand what I don't understand and be able to open up to say, hi, honey, good to see your face this morning. And my kids like, hi, mom, I love you. It was like, wow. It's been so long that when I see them, they just don't want to talk to me. I talk to them, they like just pissed off. They get so much heat. They don't want to talk to me. They don't want me to whatever, friend, it's just come first. And then when they grow up, when I grow up and I learn, I do understand it takes time. It's just so nice, to be able to aware it's not just my kid because of how I say, how I speak, how I treated them, how I do things. So when I correct my pattern, my behavior, when I understand like it's not my kid only because of me, I might have said something that is not pleasure for their ear. They just didn't know how to react, so they react the way that I react to them. So family disconnect. So I'm not, we all feel lonely. We don't want to be home. We're home, but we all in different corner. So when I understand like this is not the life I want, what I want in my life is to have a happy family. What can I do now? I tried so many years already, but one thing that is not a really happy family communication, to see my kid like, hey, honey, how are you? I'm like so excited to see them. And then it's like, ah, but now it's like, hi, mom, how are you? I miss you. I love you, on the phone. And it's like, whoa, what happened? So this is the result for what I've been doing. I took all the class, and then I uh, practicing myself. I learn myself. I have the tool, and I give forward to the people who are interested in how to correct, my own behavior, because sometimes your own behavior. Sometimes you just I don't like this. I don't like myself like this. So just a little bit of something good that I do know all of us right now don't have this very much. We feel lonely. We feel like I need love. I'm lack of love or lack of something. I feel inferior. I feel like somebody, or sometimes you might feel like I'm inferior. You don't feel a wholeness. You don't feel a warm. You don't feel like we all different. Culture, language, what we believe. But the one thing that we have that heart, that mind can like, if you hungry, you can speak Thai, you can speak French or English, but you know how the sign language said you hungry. And when somebody hurt you, you feel hurt, and somebody cut you off, and the blood come out, it's red, right? You feel that. This is the language that, or when we understand that not right, bad, good or wrong, it's not but nobody fault, but the one thing that how can I bring this healthy relationship, the wholeness, to understand the other side, other people's pain, other people believe, and how can I find this moment for me as well, because I feel the pain. I'm hungry, I'm hurt, I have everything just like everybody, neither animal, neither other creatures on earth, but we have language, we have our brain can capture stuff, memory, thinking, but our brain don't know how to, it does not, it can't differentiate neither for reality or fantasy. So that's why come to realize and understand all of this, it really like, it does not make us different, does not make me different, but I can understand people got triggered, people get upset, people get mad, then I welcome all of that. So I live my life more in peace and balance. So that's why I'm here today. And thank you so much for being here. So if you like, please share. If you are interested in for me to speak more English, I will do more in English. If not, also let me know like in a comment later, and follow me, subscribe. I'll be happy to speak more about you know how our brain, how our mind work, how meditation, how mindfulness, how all clinical hypnotherapy, therapy and therapists and coaching, with daily problem, and then I'll be more than happy to share. So thank you so much, and thank you for being here. And I got to say bye now. So have a wonderful day, and remember that you are loved. So if you want to find peace and comfort, remember to take a moment to pause, take a moment to just, it's okay, you don't have to be right all the time. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to just accept what it is you don't want to accept. Life will be so much easy for all. Thank you.